Yeah. 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 Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We are back. Another episode, ladies and gentlemen. The Otaku Village. The Otaku Village. Whoa. The Otaku Village Podcast. Yes, sir. Let's go, man. Look. I know it's been a minute. Let me cut this off, man. Welcome to the Otaku Village Podcast. It's your boy Big Schwag in the building. And look, I know. I haven't done this in a while. It's not my fault. It's just I'm so unorganized when I do these. I'm so unorganized that I don't like to do stuff just all willy-nilly. But the crazy thing is, this one's organized. This one, I actually have a docket. I'm actually looking at stuff. I'm actually like, you know what? This is how I want to break things down. Look, y'all want to talk about how ChatGPT is evil, how AI is evil. All right, look, I've been converted. All right, I've been converted. ChatGPT helped me plan this out. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I spent a good amount of time on ChatGPT trying to get my thoughts together, and it gave me a whole little planned out docket, little list, timestamps. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna talk about half of those things, but I'm at least gonna try to adhere to the timestamps. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. ChatGPT, look, that beat y'all heard, that was ChatGPT. It's ChatGPT, baby. What y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to stop listening to it? Y'all want me to stop listening to that? Come on, I can't stop listening to that. Stop playing with me. I don't need them headphones no more. But welcome to the Otaku Village Podcast, where I'm gonna pop off and riff on some randomness. Y'all can listen to this on Spotify. If y'all want to watch the video version, it is going to be on YouTube. So, like, whether it be YouTube or the Spotify version, you know, say wherever you get your podcast, man, it's the Otaku Village Podcast. It's your boy Schwag, and I got a few things I want to talk about today. First off, again, I'm gonna gush a little more about ChatGPT. I'm gonna do it. All right, but we also gonna talk about 30 years of PlayStation. 30 years of PlayStation at September. Today, I want to say, yeah, as of 10 days ago, September 9th, will be or is 30 years of PlayStation 1 in North America, at least. Then I'm gonna talk a little bit about anime. We got the Demon Slayer movie that just dropped. Chainman Reze Arc is rolling around. And then I'm gonna review Cardi B's album, Am I the Drama? I'm gonna review. I actually listened to it. I got up early this morning and I listened to the album. So hey, I did that. I mean, it's her second studio album. Of course, I was gonna listen to it. She hadn't dropped since 2018. I'm gonna listen to it. So we got a few things that we talking about today. So look. Life happened. I hopped off the scene for a bit, but I'm gonna try. Look, help me do this weekly. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, share the podcast, do all that stuff. I'm on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just help it. But anyway, yeah, man, ChatGPT. Look, I was like, let me try it. I said, let me try it. And I asked it a few questions. And I was like, okay. And then I started asking it more nuanced questions. And then I got some answers. And I was like, okay. So I was like, what can this do musically? So there's this one website called Udio.com. Is it Udio or Udio? One of the two. You can put in prompts or whatever and have it make music, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, actual songs or, you know what I'm saying, stuff that, like I said, instrumentals, right? Like straight up instrumentals, right? So I said, I went to the chat GPT. I said, give me a song. Give me a beat. Give me something. And then it gave me, hey man, soulful minor key with chopped guitar phases treated like old vinyl set. I said, oh, whoa, y'all getting a little too fast. So I took that whole thing. I said, let me throw it over here. And it gave me some music. And then I said, let's make more. So I've just been passively making AI music. That's what I've been doing with some of my time. I know it's not the best usage of my time, but hey, look, at least I'm not out here getting in trouble. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I'm just making AI music in my spare time. All right, that's it. And it's royalty-free music, by the way. It's based on the terms and all that good stuff, man. It's royalty-free music, so I can upload it. Y'all can stream it. Y'all can download it. You know what I'm saying? You could play it in the back of your YouTube videos, your Twitch streams. You won't get hit with any DMCAs or DCMA, like one of those like strikes, copyrights, anything like that. You strike. You can be as specific as you want. You can say what instrument you want. You can say what kick pattern you want. You can say you want to make it a minor chord. You can make it a major chord. You can say a major 5th, 7th, and 9th. Like you can be as specific as you want to be, but trust and believe it's still AI. It's gonna have its flaws. You just gotta tweak it. You know what I'm saying? Train it, as they say, to give it the language that you want to receive back from it. That's it. I know AI is a scary thing, especially when it comes to stuff being too real. Like you see those videos and you're like, you can't tell the difference between real and fake with a video. I don't play with stuff like that. Y'all haven't got me on that. Like I won't make a situation seem real. I won't do that. But music, I ain't tripping about that. I'll do music all day. So, tis what it is. We're going to move on from AI. I know a lot of y'all don't really like AI. A lot of y'all like really still shy about AI, but come on, man. Y'all can't act like it ain't doing something, right? So we're going to jump into PlayStation. PlayStation, man, they have hit 30 years in North America. I was in Japan when it dropped. I think it dropped the year before in 1994 instead of 95 when it did in North America. And we saw that the boot up screen popped up on PlayStation 5. If you have a PlayStation 5, that you saw that the boot up screen was the traditional PlayStation 1 boot up screen, and that was a very nostalgic feeling. And you can actually keep that as your startup screen on your PlayStation 5. You just got to go to the settings. I had a PlayStation 1. I had a PlayStation 2. I did not have a 3. I had a 4. I now have a 5. I don't know why I didn't have a PlayStation 3, honestly. I think I was playing Xbox. At that time, I was playing Xbox. So I did not have a PlayStation 3. I was Xbox 360, and I think I got the one. I can't remember. It's been a minute. But yes, I am wholeheartedly of the Sony fan base. I have loved it for many, many years. And I just recently saw a post. It was like the top 20 best-selling PlayStation 1 games. And I'm just going to run through the list. And y'all might recognize some. I got another list pulled up in front of me, but I was like, I'm going to stick with the list that I saw online because that's the one that I'm strictly going off of. That's the one I strictly did my little thing to. So the top 20, and I'm going to list some numbers for some of them, right? So first of all, number 20, Suikoden 2. 1.27 million units. At 19 is Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha, which I love that game. Like that is my hands down favorite Street Fighter game. EX Plus Alpha, the music was great. It was, if y'all have never seen it or heard of it, look it up. Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha. That was great. The first Resident Evil sitting at 2.4 million units. Castlevania Symphony of the Night sitting at 17. Silent Hill at number 16. We got Final Fantasy 9 at 4.24 million units. We got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 We got the first Crash Bandicoot at number 13 with 4.49 million views. Excuse me, I'm just riffing them off. We got Spyro the Dragon at number 12, Resident Evil 2 at number 11. We got Metal Gear Solid at number 10, which classic. I don't think I've played the full version. I think I've only played the demo. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Remember the demo discs? Come on, y'all can't. Remember the demo discs? Come on, y'all. Y'all can't sit here and cap like y'all don't remember the demo discs. Come on, dog. That's how I played a lot of games and never went back to them. Okay. And then you could do that thing where you like hit the trigger buttons, and then the screen would flip, and there'd be a code on the back of that hole, and you could it'll pull up a secret demo. Man, what? Y'all have not lived, bro. Y'all have not lived. Y'all have not lived until y'all were a part of the demo game world in PlayStation, bro. They had the discs in magazines. So you go to a store, you look at a PlayStation magazine or a Game Informer. I think PlayStation Game Informer. It may have been something else, but they had the disc right there in the magazine. Like, it was like wrapped, and you're like, yeah, I'm getting that magazine. I did read the magazine. I ain't gonna hold you. I did read the magazine here and there. But I wanted that demo disc, and one of the first things I did is hit that trigger button, find the code. Like, we gonna find the code, boy, for that secret demo. So yeah, played a lot of demos. Trying to think, Power Rapper the demo. That's how I actually got the game. But I did start with the demo. Metal Gear Solid, the demo. Man, I can't remember. There was a lot of, like, let me know the demos that y'all played that y'all never went to the actual game for. Like, let me know, because there's a lot of games that I like demoed. Siphon Filter was another demo, but we actually didn't end up getting that game. Siphon Filter, we got that game, but we played it as a demo at first. So we ended up getting that. So like, yeah, put me on. Put me on to the games y'all played. So we hit number 10, Metal Gear Solid. Number 9 with 7.1 million units sold, Tomb Raider. Then we got number 8, Crash Bandicoot Warped. We got number 7, Crash Bandicoot 2. Number 6, Tekken 3. I started with Tekken 2, right? Tekken 3's got 8 million units. I started with Tekken 2. Then I went back to Tekken the first, and then Tekken 3. Funny thing, once again, Tekken 2 was a demo. I don't know if I actually... No, we did. We did actually get the game. We did borrow the game? I think we borrowed the game. But I remember we got that was a demo. It was a demo. That's how we first got it. They only gave us June and Lee, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we got the demo. But then Tekken, all-time favorite fighting game. Y'all come see me on Tekken 8. Y'all can come see me. On Tekken 8. Come see me. I'm a law main. All right, anyway. Now we're going into the top 5. We got Harry Potter. I think it's the and the Philosopher's Stone, of course, PlayStation 1, with 8.3 million units. Then you have Final Fantasy 8 with 8.6 million units, right? We got Gran Turismo 2 with 9.37 million units. We got Final Fantasy 7 with 10 million units, and then Gran Turismo sitting at 10.85 million units. Gran Turismo, that's the number 1. And Gran Turismo is still a very popular franchise to this day. It's a very popular franchise. Funny thing, I literally just talked to my coworker yesterday. He told me he got the wheel for Gran Turismo. He said he bought the wheel for Gran, literally just yesterday as we were leaving work. We were talking games very briefly, and he said he got the wheel for Gran Turismo. I've personally maybe played Gran Turismo one time. I played Ridge Racer more than Gran Turismo. And I've never played Forza. But I played Ridge Racer. I think maybe Gran Turismo once or twice. And then I was like a Need for Speed type of person. So, I never got into that wave. But that's not me saying that I never wanted to play it. I just, kind of. I wasn't like, okay, like I said, I played Need for Speed, I played Ridge Racer. I like racing games. Of course, you get your more arcadey like Mario Karts and whatever. Um, Gran Turismo is more like simulation. Like it's a little more realistic, and I think that's where I fall off because I don't know all the clutches and I can barely drive myself. So, tis what it is. But I look at this list, right, of PlayStation games, and I played a plethora of them. I played a plethora of PlayStation games. My dad, Reze, he was in the Navy, and he would go overseas, and he would cop a bunch of games. Now, whether they were the actual games or whether they were bootleg, mind your business. So we would go, he would go overseas, and then he would send us back, like in a goodie box, a bunch of games, just random games, boop, 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 picked out. He never played video games. He never played video games with us. He never had the intention of playing video games. My mom played a few video games with us. I remember she would watch us more often than anything. My mom would sit there and actually watch us play video games. But my dad would just send a bunch of games back, and I'm talking about so many. We had Die Hard, we had Tomba 2, we had Street Fighter. We had Onimusha. We borrowed Onimusha. I don't think we ever had Onimusha. We borrowed it. But we played so many PlayStation titles, right? I think I got Legend of Dragoon. I think I got that in my room right now. Legend of Dragoon. I believe I had that in my room right now. That and no, that's the only PlayStation 1 game, like the physical PlayStation 1 game. That's the only one I have in my possession right now is Legend of Dragoon, which is one of my all-time favorite RPGs. We even though we played so many of them, I have a top 5 of that list, specifically of that list. If I were to go into a top 5 of all-time PlayStation 1 games that I've ever played, that's too tough of a list. I'm sorry. But just of this list right here, just the list that I read off, right? If I had a top 5, so my top 5 PlayStation 1 games of that top 20 bestseller list, my number 5 falls at Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. That's my number 5. Argue with your mama. I was a skateboarder. I was a skater. Okay? Not for real. I wasn't deep in the culture, but I loved it. As a teenager, a preteen going into a teenager, I wanted a skateboard. I was outside borrowing friends, boards and hitting heel flips and double heel flips and riding around, grinding, and had the with the wax going across the curves, trying to slide more, and I ain't never had the shoes. I ain't never skated enough to have my shoes all effed up. Never skated enough to have that. I've skated enough to have my shin knocked up. Been credit carded a few times. These are some skater terms. But yeah, skating was so crazy, so much so that where I lived in Japan, we all used to hang out at the seawall, and they built a mini skate park there. It was just little. They noticed that a lot of people wanted to skate, so they built a mini skate park. But yeah, Tony Hawk. Wow, why do I keep saying that wrong? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. That was my jam. Right, the soundtrack was crazy. That they had special character. I think they had Spider-Man in it at one point. I can't remember, but it was quite the game. My number 4 would be Final Fantasy 7. I don't know what you're thinking. Final Fantasy 7 at number 4 is crazy. Insanium, as a matter of fact. Insanium, right? Hey, tis what it is. Okay, tis what it is. Final Fantasy 7 is a great RPG. It's a great game. It's got great storytelling. The characters are great. Blah 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 blah. Right? We can all say that. But for me, it's not my favorite Final Fantasy game. It's not. So that's why I can't rank it no higher on this specific top 5. I can't rank it higher. I can't do it. But yeah, we all love Cloud. We all love Sephiroth, Aerith, Garrett. We, Red. We love it. Final Fantasy Advent Children, that movie dropped back in the day, and we was like, yo, The remake, I never played. Well, I started it. I didn't delve into it. I have it, but I ain't played it. So I gotta jump into it to see if it holds up. So there's my number 4. Number 3, we're going in the top 3 now. Number 3, Tekken 3, baby. Tekken 3. I'm talking about, that was one of the games, one of the fighting games I really cared about unlocking characters. It had like a little like a story mode, not like your traditional like arcade story mode, but it's like a walk around like beat 'em up type of story mode, and I love that. Like, remember when you picked up, like, I don't know if y'all remember when you picked up the health, was a chicken. Like, it was dog. Okay, if y'all don't remember, it's gonna make me sound crazy, but yeah, like there was a game called Guys that came out on PlayStation 2 or something like that. It like kind of like was similar to that like type of play style of that like story adventure mode or whatever. Yeah, that game Tobal 2 had like a similar one, Tobal 1 and Tobal 2 on PlayStation 1. I love that type of like walk around, use your actual moves and combos and beat them up in dungeons, and it's like a dungeon crawler beat 'em up fighting game, whatever. It combined like a whole bunch of different things, but I loved it. But yeah, one of my favorite fighting games of all time, one of my favorite fighting series of all time. Number 2, Final Fantasy VIII. Yes, Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite Final Fantasy game. It was extremely cinematic. It was extremely nuanced. I mean, it for a kid my age, I'm not supposed to be. I was like 9 years old playing this game for the first time or something like that. And then I later on played it and beat it. But like as a kid, I was like, the game was very nuanced. The game was very cinematic. My boy, I mean, come on. Come on, dog. I'm not arguing with y'all on that one. Argue with your mama. I'm not going to even talk about it no more. I'm not defending it. I'm going to talk about it. My number 1, classic. Big Crash. Crash Bandicoot the first. Okay, Crash Bandicoot. You know what I'm saying? To me, should have been the mascot for PlayStation. PlayStation really has no mascot. If you're going to keep it a band, PlayStation really has no mascot. You got like, you got Mario and all them. Like, PlayStation really has no mascot. But in my eyes, in my heart as a kid, Crash Bandicoot was my mascot. He was my guy. Platformer, very fun, chill, swaggy. The villains were villains. It was just a fun, cartoony platformer game. And absolutely. I think I played the remake. Me and the ex, we went. She got the game, and it was so funny to like see her struggle. I'm like, give me the remote, man. I got you. But yeah, man. Look. If you disagree with any of that, you tell me your top 5. You tell me your top 5 on that list. If you disagree, and I'll affectionately roast you. Okay? I'll affectionately roast you, especially if you put 7 over 8 on Final Fantasies. Okay? That's just where I'm at with it. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. That's just my view. Okay? So yeah, let me know. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation 30 years. We up for that. All right, so let's get into anime. Y'all see the Jujutsu? Y'all see the Jujutsu on the shirt? You know what I'm saying? But we're not here to talk about the Jujutsu Kaisen. We're not here to talk about them. First of all, the Demon Slayer movie just dropped, right? That was crazy. Opened up to about like 70 million domestically. What? Like, it is so crazy to see how like anime movies are like turning up in the theaters. Like, people are cosplaying to go watch them, and I'm gonna get to it. People are cosplaying to go and watch the movie. Like me, I've worn like a shirt or a hoodie representing the anime that I'm watching. And they're like, oh, you about to go watch that movie? No. No, but seriously, I've done that. But people will like pull up full cosplay, go watch the movie. And I think that's so cool. I've never like seen that happen for real. I mean, it's probably happened, but I've never seen it happen. So like to see like anime movies get that type of love and that type of adulation publicly is so dope to me. And now here's why I can't watch the movie. Because I'm not caught up. I was gonna super binge Demon Slayer. I was. And even still, like, I'm still debating. Right? I'm still in my head debating. Should I go ahead and super binge this movie? Should I? I'm really debating it right now. I'm really like, should I go ahead and do that? And I might. I'm sure I would not super binge the movie, but super binge the show just so I can watch the movie. It might happen. I don't have anything else to do this weekend. I have nothing else to do. So it's like, why not? So that might be the plan. I don't know. But I'm disappointed that I wasn't there at the premiere looking at all these people cosplayed up, enjoying themselves, because I'm still going to go watch it in the theater. Right? I'll probably go on a Saturday night. Probably next Saturday night. I don't know. I want to watch it in the theater because I want the full theater experience. But yeah, it's so amazing to me to see how well anime movies do in the theaters. By the way, the Demon Slayer movie, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Castle, it's the finale, of the trilogy. You can't deny, and they got it in IMAX. They got it in IMAX, bro. So here's my thing for you, right? Because it is an anime movie, right? Do you care to watch it in the theaters, or do you want to just watch it at home, right? Because I know some people would rather just stay at home, But because it's a movie and it's a cinematic event, it's like, do you go and watch that in the theater, right? Here's the cool thing about what's going on right now. No one has spoiled it for me yet. Thank you so much. Thank you. No one has spoiled it for me yet. And I'm stupidly surprised about that because I thought I would have been on the plot by now, especially with as far back as I am. I'm not far back. I'm not like that far back. I think I'm far back. I'm at the I'm embarrassed to say. I'm at the what is it? The Demon Slayer core arc? I think that's what it's called. Demon Slayer core arc. It's like the like when he's training with the, not the core. He's the top the who are the top people in the Demon Slayer core? I gotta actually look it up. Top people in Demon Slayer core. Hashira. I didn't even finish it. I didn't even finish that Google search. I promise you. I didn't even finish that Google search. I didn't even finish it. I was still typing and I just remembered it. Come on, dog. My anime knowledge hasn't left me yet. I'm getting old, but it's not left me yet. So yeah. Hashira training arc. I'm there. Oh man, that's embarrassing. And even with that being said, I gotta rewatch Jujutsu Kaisen because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And you cannot lie to me and say that you know, because nobody knows. You're capping if you say you know what's going on. Anyway, so I speak about movies, anime movies, right? Because we got another one dropping. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, today's September 19th. Today, the Chainsaw Man Reze Arc. It's a movie. That's dropping today in Japan. And then I think it's rolling out on Crunchyroll in Japan. Like it's rolling out on Crunchyroll in Japan or select regions next week or something like that. But it won't hit the theaters until next month for the US. So I ask about anime movies and watching them at home in the theaters because personally, if I can find that boy online, I ain't gonna say how I'm gonna find it, but if I can find that movie online with the subtitles and I ain't gotta go nowhere, I'm gonna find it. Chainsaw Man Reze Arc. If I can find you online, I'm gonna find you. So I can sit in my drawers at the house. Look, if I ain't gotta go nowhere, I won't. Okay? That's just me personally. If I don't have to go nowhere, I won't. But look, the Brawly movie, I went to the theaters for that. I went by my lonely. By myself, solo dolo, pulled up. It was like during the day too. What time was it? It was like 1 p.m. I think I left work early that day. Did I play hooky? I don't know if I played hooky or not. I left work to go watch that movie, I think. I don't think I specifically left work to watch that movie, but I think I left work because I remember it was still light outside, and it was not. I don't think it was a weekend, but I went to go watch that movie, right? And I'm just quick story. So I went to go watch the Broly movie in theaters. I went by myself. I had never, to this capacity, seen an anime movie in theaters. I think I had not seen one since Spirited Away when it came out. I think that was 2001. So we're fast forwarding almost like 16, 17, 18 years later, something like that. So I go by my lonely to watch this Broly movie, and saying they in there, they in that bit, right? We all in there. So when Vegeta went Super Saiyan God, with the red hair, I'm talking about we was like, whoa. We turned up in the seats. We like, whoa, look at that. We turned up. We turned up. This is how I knew anime fans are different. Right? So during the part, I felt like it was a slow part. I think they were describing like the planet where the Saiyans came from or whatever. I think they were like describing their planet, right? It was like lore. And I was like, okay, I can back out for this one. I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom. I came back. I sat down. I was like, okay, I missed some shit. And that's cool. That's fine. Dude next to me just taps me. He's like, hey, man, you ain't really missed nothing. They were just talking about, the origin of the tails, why they have it wrapped around their waist, all that good stuff, man. But you ain't really missed nothing. And I just looked over and I was, thank you. I didn't ask for that. Like, I didn't know the guy. Like that's how packed this shit was. Like, I was literally sitting in between two people. Like, if I had the option to sit like by myself or not next to anybody, whatever, I wouldn't have. But like, yeah, we were in there pretty deep especially for like mid-afternoon showing. Like I said, it was like 1 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. Like, but yeah, he just filled me in on what was going on. No prompting. I didn't look confused. I didn't look like I was perplexed that I missed anything. He just looks over and just, let me tell you what, let me put you on game real quick. So you know. And I appreciated him in that moment. I never had that happen in a movie ever. I've never ever had that. You know how many Marvel movies I've watched? I've watched a good amount of Marvel movies. No one's ever done that in a Marvel movie. Never. I've watched a good amount of films in general. No one's ever done that. Even the person that I've gone to the movies with has never done that. I've gone on dates to the movies. No one's ever done that. Nobody has ever filled me in on what I missed until that day. And I was like, we're different. We're different. And we sat in that movie theater after the showing. We sat through the credits to talk about what was coming next or what could be coming next and what's canon and what's not canon and this is that. And they were all like, hey, y'all want to go hang out somewhere and talk more Dragon Ball? And I was like, nah, I'm good. No, okay. To be fully transparent, it wasn't that I did not want to hang out with them. It was that a guy was shooting a shot at me. And it's not that like I have a problem with anybody of any sexuality, but I was just like, nah, I'm good. I wasn't attracted to him. I didn't want him in that fashion. I said, I'm good. I don't want to lead you on. Think like, oh, let's talk Dragon Ball. Now all of a sudden you all on my Shenron. Like, no, we're not doing that. No, you're not gonna find the Dragon Balls with me. Absolutely not. We're not doing that. I'm not gonna give you the special beam cannon. I'm not gonna do that. Okay? So you gotta keep it moving. I'm not gonna let you give me chala head chala. Sorry. Okay. I'm done. But yeah, Chainsaw Man, Reze Arc, Reze being, I guess, the bomb girl in this one. It's about her, and she's sent specifically to take Chainsaw Man out. It's pretty much all I know. It's done by Mappa once again. Mappa, really great animation studio. I feel like they work very hard on their animation and their music and all that good stuff. They don't take no breaks. They be working. They be working. So yeah, we up. If I find it though, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something quite different. I'm gonna talk music. Which is not different. But we're gonna do an album review. I don't ever do album reviews. When do I ever do an album review? Okay? I don't do no album reviews. All right. So, first of all, who am I reviewing? It's Cardi B. She just dropped her second studio album, Am I the Drama? Literally her second studio album. She has not had an album drop since Invasion of Privacy. She has dropped singles, but not a full studio length album. So much so that WAP and Up, songs that she has released in the past, WAP and Up, are on this album. And she spoke on it. She was like, I'm not trying to skew the numbers or nothing like that. That's not what I'm doing. Like, I just wanted the songs on the album. And I respect it. Put the songs on the album. You feel me? I respect it. I think the lead single for this album was Outside, and Outside was a decent song. So here's where I ask you the question. Is this an album y'all coming back to? Does this have replay value for you? Does it? It's about an hour and 10 minutes, right? If you remove the two songs that she already had out, you know what I'm saying? Put you at about an hour, a little over. It's a mix of like braggadocious and a little bit of vulnerability. She does talk about her previous situations. She does give some insight on that. I just want to talk about a couple songs on this album because overall, I think it has some replay value. It does. It definitely has some replay value because it has your slower songs, it has your upbeat, it has your club songs, it has your commercial stuff. It has a great mixture of everything, right? I think so, at least. The song Dead, that was a great way to open it. Great way. It's about a 4-minute song, longer than a lot of y'all's attention spans. 4 minutes. Basically, like, she talked about how she fell back, how she killing it still. I think it was a great way for her to open up the album. Great way for her to do it. Hello, that's another song. I think that's like the second or third song. Hello was good. Shit talking Cardi B. I love shit talking Cardi B. That's my favorite Cardi B. I've always said Cardi B's my spirit animal, bro. She goofy, she's straightforward, but she can also be very vulnerable. Which, hey, love it. Nuance. Is she 30 yet? Is Cardi B 30 yet? Yeah, she's 32. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. About to be 33. Okay. All right, bet. Okay. I don't know why I thought she was like younger than that, but like maybe because she's younger than me. But anyway, like I said, I love shit talking Cardi B. So much so that Magnet was a diss track about JT from the City Girls, right? And we can't sit here and pretend that it wasn't. We can't sit and pretend that Magnet wasn't a diss track against JT because she goes on to talk about how JT is a bad friend, didn't hold her friend down, you know what I'm saying? Because her partner on the City Girls got locked up and then came out, and it's just kind of like it was clear that like JT was doing her own thing. You feel me? Talked about how she's a bad friend. Boop. Then she speaks on her relationships with Lil Uzi Vert, and Diddy. And she says some defamatory things. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you sharing bags with your dude. She's talking talking about Uzi. And then she say some stuff about Diddy. I ain't gonna speak on Diddy. I ain't gonna speak on the man. I ain't gonna speak on Diddy. I'm gonna leave all speculation, accusation, assumption out of this. I'm not speaking on him. Okay? But she spoke on him too. She, it was a direct quote in there too. Something about like he can be with anybody, but I ain't putting no dildo on him. I was like, all right, bet. So yeah, she throws a diss track. Boot. Another diss track on there was Pretty and Petty. Pretty and Petty was another diss track against Bia, which first of all, I forgot that there was any tension between rapper Bia and Cardi B. And as Cardi said, I'm gonna respond on my own time. And that's exactly what she did. She spent that whole song tearing into her. Maybe half a song, but in my eyes, it was a whole song. Spent a whole song tearing into Bia. And I was like, fam, what did you do? Like, literally, I was like listening to the song, Pretty and Petty, like, what did you do, Bia? What did you do? Like, remember that Boondocks, the clip from the Boondocks? All I could think was, damn, what did that nigga do to make them niggas so mad? That's all I was thinking. Like, what did she do to make her so mad? And then at the end of the song, she's like, yeah, like I told you not to speak on my kids. I was like, oh yeah, that'll do it. You don't want to speak on nobody's kids, bro. I don't give a fuck how mad you get at or about somebody. The kids, you gotta leave the kids out of it. You got to leave the kids out of it. You have to. That's me personally not crossing the line. I'm gonna leave your kids up out of there. I'm gonna leave it out. Cause it's disrespectful. More like it's about us. We'll leave your seeds out of this one. They ain't got nothing to do with this. They don't have to inherit your beef unless they grow up and want to. But if they just cheerings, leave them little cheerings alone. Leave the cheerings alone. They ain't got nothing to do with this. So yeah. She went in. Surprising. Pick It Up. I think it was called. Yeah, Pick It Up. Selena Gomez has a feature on this album. I was like, interesting. A random pop out from Selena Gomez. I was very interested. I sat and I actually listened to it, and I was like, this is not bad. Selena Gomez on a Cardi B album, not bad. Also, Lizzo was on that album, and it was a very Lizzo song. They sampled What's Going On? Yeah, I don't remember what the original song was called, but the song that they did together was What's Going On, and it sounded like a very Lizzo song. Like I'm not the biggest fan of Lizzo. Y'all gonna hate me when I say this. I say Lizzo makes music that makes white women feel comfortable with black women. Y'all gonna hate me when I say that. Lizzo makes music that makes white women feel comfortable with black women. If it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. If it don't, just keep it moving. So, and then Bodega Baddie to give you that like Hispanic trap vibe. I was like, man, I cut up to this song, boy. I will cut up to Bodega Baddie, boy. I tell you, turn that on. You leave the lyrics on there. Leave the lyrics on there. The beat alone is crazy. Leave the lyrics on there. The Hispanic vibes, boy. What? That Spanish being spoken? What? The instrument? What? I said, man, leave that on, man. We turn it up to that one. So yeah, I drank to that song. But overall, how do I feel about the album? She's got a few other songs that I liked on there, like Trophies, like they had, saying good beat, good, saying braggadocious, Cardi B, as we always know. But she also gets very vulnerable on it. I listened and I was like, okay, cool. I think you get from the album what you're looking for. If you're looking for Cardi B to talk her shit, you're looking for Cardi B to talk her shit. If you were looking for Cardi B to diss somebody, she dissed people. If you were looking for her to talk about her relationships, motherhood, she does that. You get from Cardi B's second studio album what you were looking for, if you're looking for it. So I give it an 8 out of 10. I don't feel like it was all over the place. I feel like it's where she naturally is. She's not a bad rapper. That's the crazy thing, that like somebody will come out and say she can't rap. That's not true. That's not true at all. Cardi B can rap. She can rap. Right? What would have made it a 10 for me? You could have, like, I think it's like 23 tracks. 23 tracks. I don't think it needed to be 23 tracks. I don't think it needed to be. I don't personally think it needed to be that many tracks. But like I said, you take away 2 of them, which were the ones that had already been out, WAP and Up. Outside was a good single to lead with. I don't think, what's it called? International Players? What is that Cardi junk called? It's what is it? Imaginary Players. I don't think she needed that one. I don't think she needed that track. I personally, I don't think that, if it is a single, I don't think it should have been. I really don't think that it should have been. So the rollout, the effort, the full project right now, and then, even without going back for a second listen, I'm going to give it a 7.5. I'm going to lean towards an 8. I'm going to give it a 7.5 though, because like I said, I got some tracks that I'll go back to, and it might push it to an 8. But for Cardi B's second album, and and this is her second album, but she's been in the game for almost 10 years doing music. I feel like for a second studio album, this one should have been knocked all the way out of the park. And it's great. If you love Cardi B, it's a great album. If you're a casual listener, you might find some gems in there. But I'll give it a 7.5. It could be pushed to an 8. It could be. But that's my rating. What's your take? What's your rating? You let me know. I got a comment section for a reason. Y'all let me know what y'all feel. Okay? So, with that being said, I don't want to just end this podcast. I don't want to just end it. Okay? But I am. But before I go, as a nerd, as an older nerd who got to experience PlayStation in its entirety, through its full entire catalog from day 1, day 0. I'm talking about 30 years, ladies and gentlemen. I am dating myself right now. 30 years. Right? I was around. And if I'm not mistaken, my brother got the PlayStation for his birthday. If I'm not mistaken. I think he got, because his birthday's in September. So if I'm not mistaken, he got PlayStation for his birthday. But I'm just unlocking memories right now. I'm sorry. I'm just unlocking memories. But as somebody that has been through the whole catalog of PlayStation, right? List off some of your favorite games, right? List off some of your favorite PlayStation moments. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, if you have a favorite PlayStation commercial, video game commercials used to be so legit, bro. I'm talking about what? The Crash Bandicoot commercials were legit. Remember that Smash Brothers commercial that came out back in the day? If y'all remember. Twisted Metal commercial. Wow. Vigilante 8. If y'all remember Twisted Metal, then y'all also remember Vigilante 8. Come on, y'all. Let's reminisce together. Another reason I love PlayStation, dude, like the music. The music got a lot better. They were able to compose more music, given the specs of the system. So they're able to put more music files on it or whatever, or do more stuff musically. So I've sampled quite a few Final Fantasy songs. I've sampled Saga Frontier, like Ape Escape. Yeah, I've sampled those and made those beats. If y'all want to hear them, shit, I got the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's right. You know what I'm saying? It's only right there. But yeah, just talk to me. What are y'all feeling as far as PlayStation? Like your favorite games, your favorite songs, your favorite memories, your favorite commercials, things of that nature. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. So again, I gotta end it. I keep stretching because I'm doing this early. All right, so thanks for coming to the village. We appreciate you. We always welcome y'all to the Otaku Village. Well, what segment do y'all want more of? Do y'all want more music? Do y'all want more gaming? Do you want more anime? Do y'all want more y'all want current events? Y'all want current events? I can do current events. Y'all want actual movie takes? Like y'all want me to actually watch something and then tell y'all what I think? If y'all got some anime suggestions, give me some anime suggestions. I'll give y'all some takes. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to be more regular. If y'all gonna do that, I have to be more regular. I have to at no point be irregular when I do this. I don't mean my dookies. I mean, I have to do this and I have to continue to do this. So I do appreciate y'all for pulling up on me here in the Otaku Village. This is the Otaku Village Podcast. Like I said, if you're watching the YouTube version, the video version, you can listen to it on Spotify, wherever you can find your podcast. If you're listening to it on Spotify, wherever you can find your podcast, you can come to YouTube and you can watch the video version. I do appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. And we are going to do this again on another day, hopefully next week. Thank y'all. And I'm out.